Hello, Georgia. My name's Gary Horlacher, and I'm a Democrat running for Secretary of State. In my 30 years of government service and political involvement under the Gold Dome, I've noticed a very disturbing trend recently, a steady and often stealthy erosion of ethics in government. The examples at the national level go on and on. Eliot Spitzer, Rod Blagojevich, Duke Cunningham, most recently Senator Ensign, Senator Vitter, Governor Sanford, and here in Georgia, Governor Sonny Perdue has recently come under scrutiny for certain questionable financial transactions. Even in the office of Secretary of State, Ms. Handel's mishandling of her election oversight responsibilities, as well as her constant streak of partisan shenanigans, have become all too apparent. Whatever happened to her pledge back in 2006 to tackle the issue of a reliable paper trail for our electronic voting system? To paraphrase that profoundly intelligent philosopher Charlie Daniels, hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil is dealing the cards. It seems practically impossible to trust any of our politicians nowadays. And, like most Georgians, I've had enough. That's why 2 months ago when I kicked off my campaign, I decided to climb outside the box with one of the most radical public policy proposals of all time. What if we could get our politicians to start telling us the truth and prove it? What if we could know for sure that a politician wasn't just talking the talk, but was willing to go as far as it might take to prove that he was willing to hold himself accountable and rebuild that bridge of trust between our government and its citizens? I know what you're thinking. Here we go again, another politician talking about accountability, blah, blah, blah. Well, Georgia, I know exactly how you feel. That's why I decided literally to roll up these sleeves and kick off this campaign with an unprecedented start. A week before formally launching my campaign, I sat down with a former FBI agent to undergo a comprehensive polygraph test to definitively answer the questions that have so consistently brought down politician after politician. Have I ever been unfaithful to my wife? Have I ever taken illegal drugs? Have I ever cheated on my taxes? Have I ever engaged in any illegal lobbying? And so on. If you visit my website, GaryForSecretary.com, you can see for yourself the details of the questions asked, the legal affidavit I signed, and the results of the polygraph test, which determined that I was telling the truth by more than twice the threshold required to pass. You can also see my comprehensive plan for ethics reform, as well as my other proposals for improving the office of Secretary of State. Georgia, if I'm elected, I'm going to succeed where our current Secretary of State has failed, by shifting the focus away from partisan politics and back to getting the job done. We're going to get a verifiable paper trail for our electronic voting system. We're going to see that Saturday voting is allowed in the early voting process. We're going to make sure that all 159 counties are working from the same playbook in establishing their database collection system, and we're going to have a much more vigilant oversight of our absentee ballot. And we're going to do all of this in a way that is honest, open, and accountable to you, the citizens. It is time for us to begin to rebuild that bridge of trust. I have proven my commitment to this idea by proactively taking the polygraph exam. If I'm elected, I will prove it again by taking the polygraph exam at the end of each calendar year to show that I have not engaged in any illegal or unethical activity. If you agree with me that this radical reform is needed in our ethics in government, then please go to my website, GaryForSecretary.com. You'll see the Ideas and Issues tab, and you'll see the Contribute tab. Not only am I asking you for your financial support, but I am also asking you to sign up and become our boots on the ground so we can build a grassroots network in all 159 counties. If you don't like what's going on in our government, then it is up to us to unite. You want to fight the power under the Gold Dome? You need the power to fight. Let's get her going, Georgia. Thank you very much.